Okay, good evening and welcome to the Thursday, August 15th, 2019 edition of the Auburn Zoning Board of Appeals. Do I have a motion to open the meeting?
Motion to open.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. So I think we should start off this evening as we have a new member that was recently appointed by the Board of Selectmen but has not been sworn in yet. So to my left is Caitlin. Do you want to take a minute, introduce yourself, and kind of tell us a little bit about your background and maybe what you'd like to accomplish while you're on the board?
Sure. My name is Caitlin Bush. I'm an attorney. I've been practicing for about 5 years in Worcester. Moved to Auburn a couple years ago. I just completed the Citizens Leadership Academy in Auburn a couple months ago, and I wanted to kind of become part of the town of Auburn. It's a really great town. I love living here, and I wanted to just be active. So it seems like this board was kind of perfect for my particular experience. So I just wanted to kind of join and just kind of, be part of the town.
Yeah, that's great. So thank you very much. Welcome aboard. So we have our first hearing. Oh, let me get started first of all by saying, is anybody recording the meeting this evening? Hearing none, seeing none, and since we only have one other person in the room with us, I'll move along to the 7:00 p.m. applicant. It's Sinorama for the Masad Family, LLC, requesting a waiver under Section 7.8 of the Auburn zoning bylaws for the erection of a three-directional sign on property located at 768 Washington Street in the corner of Faith Ave, map 61, parcels 10, 14, and 15. Do I have a motion to open the hearing?
Motion to open the hearing. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Is the applicant here?
Yes, I am.
Good evening, sir. If you could just approach the lectern there, give us your name, a little bit of background of what you're trying to accomplish, please.
Sure. Thank you for having me. My name is Mike Wood. I'm the owner of Sinorama Worcester. We've been hired by David Messed and his family with Diamond Chevrolet to provide some more direction for the customers with the new road that has gone in and the continuous upgrading of the properties. They're looking to do a 6x5 LED lit light box. This will be illuminated at night on a timer. This first sign that you see at 6x5, 72x60 is going to be at the entrance into the main building. The following sign at 6x4 shows that put in up against the tree and the bushes behind. This will be down below to direct people into the Buick and Cadillac showroom. And lastly, the 7x6 sign. This will be at the corner of where the new road branches left and the old road branched right, if anybody's familiar with that area. There is some confusion for customers as where to go, and you can see that it's just showing with arrows there. Again, these signs will be lit at night, but on a timer. And that's it.
Okay, and obviously, so just for the record, we have no butters present. So do we have any questions or concerns, Mr. Cussy?
Yeah, my question is, what time do the lights go out?
We could have that set to any time that you specify. Generally, that's just about 10 o'clock at night. It would be tied in with the sign on the signs on the building right now, which I believe are at 10 o'clock.
Yep. I'm good.
Mr. Chacolo?
I have no questions.
Mr. Maron?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Not a question, but just a point of clarification, just so that we know what we're looking at. So, although the waivers are covered on 7.8 in our bylaws, I think what we're looking at here is 7.62 on secondary signs. I think we're looking at two reliefs, and I would just ask the applicant to confirm this. So one, there's a maximum of 2 secondary signs in our bylaws. So they'd look for a relief to add a third sign, and then the square footage, 6 square feet. And the sign that's described is, I think, 30 square feet. So I think what we're looking at is waivers on both the size and the number of signs requested. And I would just add, is that accurate?
That is. Before that new road was put in, there would have only needed to be 2 signs. However, now that we have that road branching left and the old one branching right, we need that third for clarification.
Okay. And I offer that just for the board members to consider. I mean, that's what we're looking at to offer relief for. But I don't have any specific questions on the application or what they're looking to accomplish. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I appreciate the clarity. That's very helpful. Mr. Jones?
Yes, I do have a question. For the size of the signs, why would it be a hardship if you were limited in the size of the signs?
Because of the text and the approach, it's difficult to read. We tried it at smaller sizes, and if you stand back in those locations, you're not going to see it until you're already down in that area. So we felt it was important just to be able to see it as you're approaching from the main road down into that section.
Thank you.
So I'm not sure, did anybody drive this by any chance? Because I did drive it a few times, actually. And honestly, because I'm interested in the whole progress around that area. And clearly, I think the signage is really for the better. It's going to help. You kind of wind through this road. It's not really difficult to navigate, but there is a lot of different choices to make in terms of what type of vehicle is being sold and what direction you're going in. So I really do think these will be helpful, as far as just navigating the course, so to speak.
Feel the same, no doubt.
Mr. Chairman, the whole project has made it safer for anybody up there. The whole project, and these signs just add to that.
Okay, so do I have a motion to close the public portion of the hearing?
Motion to close?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do I have a motion on the 7:00 PM applicant for Sinorama to erect some 3-directional signs on the property located at 768 Washington Street?
I'll make a motion to grant as stated with standard conditions.
Second?
Excuse me, if I may, through the chair. We just want to make sure that we, rather than 768, that we note map 61 in the 3 different parcels, because there are 3 different addresses.
Okay, yep, so just for the record, so it'll be 768 Washington Street and Faith Ave, map 61, parcels 10, 14, and 15 for the application.
Appreciate that clarity. Want to make sure that it lines up correctly so that they don't have any challenges down the road. Great.
Okay?
So I think we've made a motion to grant and second.
Yep, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Good
Thanks for
luck.
being here. Good luck.
Motion to close.
Have a motion to close the hearing? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so we have a few little business matters to attend to.
That's July.
We have 31 and 35 Millbury Street, Webster 5, 33 Sword Street. And while we're at it, so we have no other minutes. And our next meeting is September 19th. You say September already? I know, huh? The summer.
Excuse me, through the chair, we do have minutes.
We have to read.
Oh, you do have minutes? Okay, I apologize.
Minutes for June and July.
Okay, so do I have a motion to accept the minutes as submitted for the months of June and July?
Motion to accept the minutes for
I'll
June and
second.
July.
I'll second, but just for, again, a point of clarification, these are the ones that were circulated by email, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
That is correct.
Thanks. So, yeah, I would second the motion and approve as stated, as written.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And we have to reorganize tonight?
Here's one more. Do we have to reorganize tonight? Is that on the agenda?
That's what we've got for the first item.
Yeah, it's on the agenda.
Yes, through
Oh, yes,
the chair, I don't
okay,
believe we
so I apologize.
we didn't have the full board at the last meeting.
Oh, that's right. Okay, can I steal your pen? So we'll get these out of the way.
While we're signing, I would make a motion to keep the organization of the board the same with Mr. Tatro as chairman and Mr. Maron as vice chairman.
I'd second that.
So I think we have to do a little bit more.
What do we need?
We have to do a little more formal. I appreciate that and really do appreciate that vote, but we have to do it kind of by Robert's Rules of Order, so I have to open it up and...
Okay.
Appreciate your approach, Mr. Chacolo, at brevity, but I think we need to step through it position by position. so that-
Considering the temperature in the room, I
Got
get
two
it.
positions.
This is our way to indulge.
I subscribe to the KISS theory.
You're not suggesting that we make this less formal?
Thank you. All right, so I believe that all of our paperwork and side business is attended to, so we have to reorganize this evening, so do I have a motion to begin the process to reorganize?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor? All right, so I have a motion for nomination for chair. Does anybody want to make a motion for nomination for chair?
I'll nominate Mr. Tatro, current chairman, to once again serve in that purpose.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
So, Mr. Maron? Correct. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Okay, so I would vote yes.
So voted.
So voted. So do we have any other nominations?
I would like to make a nomination that,
Oh, no, I have to ask if there's any other nominations for chair.
no, we already voted on it. You're the chair.
I know, but I still have to do that. It's still part of the requirements. Okay, so
No others.
no others. Okay, thank you. So do I have a motion to, for a suggestion for vice chair?
I make a motion and nominate Mr. Michael Maron to serve once again in the position that he currently has as vice chair.
And I'll second that. Mr. Cussy?
I agree.
Mr. Jones?
Agreed.
Okay. So do we
other
have any other nominations for vice chair?
None.
Hearing none, seeing none, do I have a motion to close the reorganization?
Motion to close the reorganization.
Second?
Second?
All in favor? Okay, reorganization is complete. Everything has been signed. Our next meeting is September 19th. And we want to welcome Ms. Caitlin Bush to the board. So, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you.